jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
What up, it's your boy Roy Jones Jr. and right now you tune into World Combat Sports.
Yo, what's good, everyone? It's Wednesday, man, and you already know. Big shout out to the WCS supporters, man. Big shout out to the WCS supporters. You feel me? Always showing love, supporting the channel. Mr. Pass first in the building. Salute to you, brother. You already know what it is, man. Back at you. Hot grease summer with another one. We have some fights coming up. We always have fight news. But you know what? Sometimes it get redundant, right? Talking about the same shit. So, you know, I'm trying to switch it up because, you know, if you look at the headlines, you see this person fighting that person, this person talking with this person. Let's start this live off with something special. Let's start this live off with something special. Let's talk about Jihad Tucker, 2 years and 4 days when he steps into the ring, man. Next week. It will be 2 years, 4 days, from my understanding, because he turned professional in 2020, September. I think around 19th. That was his first debut, I guess, his professional fight. What's special about this youngin' is this man is undefeated, 8 victories in the game, 0 defeats, man. What's special about him is that him and everybody around him, for his team, believes in him as a fighter. Not only that, he himself believes several fights ago, that he is ready to step on the big stage, man. It's no denying it. You know, it's different when fighters have confidence and everything, but when they exude it and they step through the ropes and put on that performance and people see it, and then you say, oh, so-and-so, that's a different type of individual. So-and-so is going to be special. Well, guess what? I put him on the thumbnail amongst champions because this is a future world champion. Multiple divisions. This is going to be a future world champion, man. He's currently reigning, you know what I'm saying, undefeated. He's current reigning undefeated contender in the welterweight division. Jihad Tucker, 8-0, represent Deer Park, NYC. You have to give him a big shout out, bro, because he has a lot going on for himself as a young up-and-coming riser fighter. Now, he's not under the radar. It's just people choose to say, well, you know, I'll choose to support him at this point in time, or I'll watch him fight, you know, a couple more fights. I'm telling you, you might want to tune in right now if you haven't already seen him. He's going to be on the Shakur Stevenson and Hobson Conseil undercard. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of people looking forward to that entire fight card. Don't get it twisted. A lot of boxing fans is looking forward to that entire fight card. But I'm saying that Jihad Tucker, who's going in there to compete in his 9th professional fight, he will be 2 years and 4 days as a professional as he contend for that 9th victory. He is indeed, without a shadow of a doubt, a future world champion. Real talk. There's no faking it. It's nothing superficial. It's nothing that's exacerbated. This is indeed my forecast for Jihad Tucker. I had the opportunity to see the man, you know, train. I had the opportunity to see him fight, of course. But the most important thing, I've had the opportunity to speak to him in interviews and get a sense of his confidence and his maturity as a young man out in life, period. I've had the opportunity to interview him and hear what his mindset and hear what his, you know, get a gist of his words and hear what his mindset was at this point in his career. His mindset is razor sharp, man. He's dialed in. And look, he's going to be looking to show out come next week. He's going to be looking to show out, bro. Any one of you out there that's listening, that follow the channel, you know what I'm saying? Any one of you all, make sure you check him out and start paying attention to him. Don't wait till he become world champion. I'm telling you right now, I put him on the thumbnail in the company of champions. AJ's been a champion. Wilder's been a champion. Emmanuel Serrano is still a champion. Over 7 weight classes. Jihad Tucker has begun his journey in this boxing game to cement his own legacy. And remember, he's young, very, very young in the game. So he has a huge landscape ahead of him. And you know, I think the voices out there need to start putting his name in the topic of conversation. Now, of course, people are going to say he ain't fought nobody. Okay, I get where you're coming from with that. But if you look at his resume, right? All you have to do is go up on his resume from his debut. His debut was 1-1. Okay. And he's been working his way up, you know, with his opponents. He has no losing records on his resume at all. His first fight was September 19th against DeAndre Anderson. All right. He stopped him in the first round. And then he fought Charles Garner, who was 1-0. He went to a unanimous decision out of a 4-round fight. And then he fought Emmanuel Rodriguez, 1-1. He stopped him in the second. He fought Israel Barbosa, UD in the fourth, out of 4 rounds. Jorge Sosa, TKO in the second round. Akeem Black, TKO second round. Tracy Magruder won unanimous decision 6-rounder. DeAndre Smith, TKO 4th round. There's consistency here. So only thing I'm saying, I'm just putting it out there. I'm making you aware that you have someone special on the horizon. You have someone climbing the ladder. You have someone that's willing to do what it takes off the scene as well as on the scene. Pay attention to the script that he's writing. The movie is going to be glorious, man. Pay attention to the script. This is a special fighter, no doubt. You don't have to wait till you get world championship or whatever. Sometimes it's better just to, you know, tune into a fighter when they're in their growth, you know, stages of their career. Just pay attention. See what he does in the ring. Critique what he does in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Both pros and cons, right? And then you say to yourself, my evaluation says that this, and this. And continue to, you know, critique his performances in the ring. That's the only way you're going to get to know a fighter. Just get to know him. He's a special individual, man. He has a very close-knit team around him. You know what I'm saying? How they always say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, that accounts for boxing in general, too. It takes a strong unit to move accordingly in this boxing game. It takes a strong unit to keep a boxer on the pathway that they're trying to get him or her to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to go in here, that's serious about the sport, that's serious about building a legacy. They want to go in there and win. But in order to continue to win, what has to happen? You have to take the sport serious. You have to make sure you're dedicated. You make the proper sacrifices. And that's what they're doing over there. So y'all stay close, man. Y'all stay close, man. Go check him out. Who is Jihad Tucker on IG? I put him in the company of champions. You know what I'm saying? I put him in the company of champions for a reason. Don't say you never seen it up here. I put him in the company of champions because he's a future world champion. Real talk. And he's campaigning right now and contending in one of the hottest divisions in boxing, which is the welterweight division. Just stay in tune with his flight status and you'll be okay. But he's on IG, man. Who is Jihad Tucker? Check him out, man. He's a special fighter. He's gonna be a future world champion. You know what I'm saying? And it's not up for you to prove that I'm saying something wrong. All you have to do is just watch and get to know the fighter, and you can see for yourself. All right. Shout out to his team over there. You know what I'm saying? If you look at my chat, man, you'll see one of his prominent team members in here. Shot News, Showtime, did incredible job as a team member. His pops, everybody that's on that team, man. Shout out to them for doing a stellar job with Jihad Tucker. You know what I'm saying? A stellar job. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to his whole family, man. His brother, all them cats over there doing the damn thing. Shout out to Captain Chaos in the building, man. World Combat 50. What up to the Crusher of Skulls, the Equalizer? What's good with the Chaos? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your bike's different, dog. Michael Johnson boxer talking more. What's good? 3 lap dances, wings, and get to watch the fight for free for $84.99. Hey, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Gaz, Boxing Jazz, and more. The OG in the house. Salute there, Bruce. Salute, Scott, and my brother. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. So let's get popping on the first topic I want to talk about, right? When it comes to the champions, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Emmanuel Serrano first. Emmanuel Serrano has a fight coming up with Sarah Mahfoud. Emmanuel Serrano was one of these women's champions, is one of these boxing champions, really. They're standing in a class of her own, people. Emmanuel Serrano stands in a class of her own, just like they always mention Manny Pacquiao when he was active, 8 division world champion. Well, Emmanuel Serrano is a 7-weight division. The only female and Puerto Rican fighter to host 9 championships. Now, her landscape is absolutely superb. Even though people don't want to give her full credit for what she's been able to accomplish, she is in a class of her own, man. She was supposed to face Brenda Carbajal, you know what I'm saying, for the WBA championship, I believe, and the fight was called off. So, she was left, in limbo once again, like boxing, goes down sometime. And she received a phone call that, hey, guess what? Sarah Mahfoud, she's willing to step in, IBF world champion. We're talking about a featherweight. So yeah, your ears told you right. You saying to yourself, damn, you hear how, we cover male boxing and we talk about how people are switching divisions and how tough it'll be for this person to drop down here and that person to do this. Okay, I get it. But she did fight Katie Taylor at lightweight, y'all. She fought Katie Taylor at lightweight. Now, 126, 130, 135. She fought Katie Taylor at 135, y'all. Amanda Serrano has taken the elevator back down to her comfortable position. Division of 126, where she's a unified champion down there. She holds the WBC, WBO, and the IBO world titles. Now she's about to get a unification for the IBF. Damn. When we talk about this kind of move on the male side of the house, people be losing their mind. Just think about that. Just think about fighting 135 and having the fight she did with Katie Taylor, losing, then going back to her 2 divisions down to have a championship fight, another championship fight. It's crazy, man. It's bananas, as they used to call it. Like, if we was to have the same conversation with fighters, especially the male boxers, people be like, man, that's not a good idea. Oh my God, what are you doing? But this is a perfect example on how boxing doesn't radiate the same across the landscape, across the spectrum. Because this is wild, man. She had an all-out, knock-em, drag-out bout with Katie Taylor. I enjoyed the fight. I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoyed the motherfucking fight, bro. At 135 pounds, I enjoyed this shit. But goddamn, to get back on the wheel and roll back down 2 divisions, that would seem tough to a lot of people. But she's going to step in there against Sarah Mahfoud and get in another one. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to Amanda Serrano, man, the 7-weight champion. Going in there to unify, not just have a championship defense, but she's able to possibly connect another title. You know what I'm saying? Collect another title to her championship cachet. So salute to you, Amanda Serrano, doing the damn thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit is wild. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you think about the feat, you think about everything that it entails, it's very tough, for me to say, well, I guess you have to have a different mindset as a fighter to say, I'm going to do this when it comes to shifting divisions. I'm going to do this. You got the right people around you. You can drop a weight, put on the weight, whatever it takes. But she fought Katie Taylor up 135, man. And now she's back down to 126. Is crazy. That shit is crazy, man. And it's a championship fight. Salute to the champ, man. D-Ray Promotions, what's good? She's a real warrior. Salute to Amanda. No doubt, man. Salute to Amanda, man. I'm just thinking about what she's about to go in there and do. And I'm glad she was able to get a fight, because she just would have been left, in limbo, no paycheck. And then another thing I say about Serrano, right, is that she was in a tough ass fight. Sometimes you see fighters in tough fights and they disappear for a while. You know what I'm saying? They disappear for a while. Not only that, they're not even returning to fight 2 weight divisions lower than what they were. You just don't see that shit. But I guess she has it dialed in. Also, so Amanda Serrano, she's like, I think in her MMA record, she might be 5-0 or something like that. I believe. I think she might be 5-0 or whatever. But she has cross-threaded combat sports. She has cross-threaded competition in combat sports. So I really consider her a warrior. I haven't had the opportunity to ever interview Amanda Serrano, but she is an absolute legitimate certified warrior. You know what I'm saying? Male or female. She's a warrior. She can get it in, dog. Like, seriously. Anybody who watched that fight with her, Katie Taylor, man, and say, that it wasn't nothing. It was just, you obviously, you weren't really caring about the fight or whatever. I enjoyed the fight, man. They was throwing hands. So I have to commend them for that. I don't know if you heard, right? But the card for Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius is out. You know what I mean? The fight card is out. Shot News said she a warrior queen. She will be rocking the Jordans too in the ring. She always fights in Jordans. Absolutely, man. Nice detail to know. You're absolutely right. She does be rocking the J's. Who can say they rock J's in the ring? 7-weight world champion rocking J's, man. She rocks J's, man. I rock J's just to go out and, you know, do what I do, whatever. I ain't never worked out in no J's now. I don't care if they was broken in or not. No. I usually work out in shoes that's comfortable. J's a lot of time to me aren't comfortable, but I'm just saying, like, I saw most of the cats shoot, hoop in them, you know, casual wear and all that. But Serrano will be, you know, in there getting it in. That's crazy. We got to get her that Jordan brand endorsement deal. It would be wild if she's able to do it at this stage in her career. It would be unbelievable, man. A lot of people around her would benefit from it. If you look in my details, right? Deontay Wilder fight supposed to go down October 15th at the Barclays, right? And, you know, this is his return fight. Everybody's been waiting to see when Deontay Wilder's returning. He's returning to face Robert Helenius. I've been hearing people talk about, well, Helenius is a sparring partner. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because I look at it like this with Deontay. He walked through the fire and brimstone. He walked through the darkest side you can walk through in boxing. When he initially lost his title, right? He was in there for his 11th defense. When he initially lost his title, he didn't just go to the wayside and say, I'm going to take the easy route. I'm just going to stay retired and get my mind together. I know people, I've heard people, especially in the Facebook groups, they was laughing and joking, talking about his ayahuasca. You know, he wasn't quite sure where he was at. You know what I'm saying? He probably did the ayahuasca between the rematch and the trilogy. But make no mistake about it. When the word was out and Eddie Hearns was out here faking the funk, and he said Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua was going to fight in August, and people was up here doing live streams and acting like that shit was for real. Deontay Wilder was in arbitration. He wins the arbitration and goes and split the ropes to try to regain his title against Tyson Fury, and it didn't work out for him. So he took a loss in a trilogy. The first time being stopped, I'm talking about stopped as in flat out on his shield stopped. Took the time off on that trilogy loss. The only two losses on this record is from the same fighter, which is considered the best heavyweight in professional boxing right now. And he's returning for the first time. Now, people are saying what they're saying about, you know, Helenius, but Helenius, he has some bragging rights too, because he's the one that shut down Andy Kanaki twice. And people was looking at that like, damn, there's a lot of hype behind Kanaki. And he stopped him the first time they fought, and he stopped him in the rematch. But sometimes in boxing, people believe that if a fighter was a sparring partner of a fighter, if they are somehow now stepping in the ring to compete against one another, it's not absolutely genuine. They find it a bit superficial, premeditated. That's not always the case. That doesn't mean these two guys can't go in there and bang it out. It doesn't mean that, man. When you hear people say get good work, how much of a selection do you think they have? Get good work. Sometimes you have to get good work with the good fighters. That's all I'm saying. Helenius has had his freaking bumps in the road, just like Deontay Wilder. I think these two guys match up very well. It's a good fight for Deontay, returning back to the square, and he's gonna go in there and show people that he still has it. That's what he has to do. He has to go in there and show people he still has it. But why I put them on the thumbnail was the main card. You know what I'm saying? We already know who's the main event, but you have the co-main with Caleb Plant versus Anthony Dirrell. Sweet Hands versus the Dog in the 12-round super middleweight title eliminator, bro. This is a WBC title eliminator, man. This is an opportunity for Caleb Plant to position himself back in the scope of a championship fight. Because, a lot of people was talking, including myself, that, apart from what went down at the face-off, he needs some redemption. The reason why Caleb Plant needs redemption, because he was doing fairly well, man, in that fight with Canelo Alvarez. And then somehow, some way, he chose to pick up a conversation. He chose to basically have a lapse in judgment. He chose to just get complacent. I don't know what the fuck was going on with Caleb Plant. But he started to, talk to Canelo, and Canelo really held the poker face nice. He stayed on task. He stayed on course and did his thing. He ended up stopping Caleb Plant. But my question to Caleb is, why would you do that? You all had already traded, not only verbal sparring, but physical shots on the face-off. So why would you sit up there and carry on the conversation with him in one of the biggest fights of your career? And one of the biggest fights of your career, you choose just to digress from the task at hand. That means staying dialed in all the way to the end. But you have a lapse in judgment. You have a lapse in focus. And, Caleb stops him. Canelo stops Caleb. Now he's back in the ring after that first loss. And he's going in there with the person who's already lost in his career. But, he's still hanging on. Anthony Dirrell is still hanging on as a viable opponent. You know what I'm saying? In that division, a viable contender. This will prove if he still has it. This will prove if he deserves to be that guy to step in there for whenever they choose to have that WBC title shot. If it happens, there's a good chance it can happen. All right. Why? Because for one, if Canelo Alvarez chooses to stay at the super middleweight division, this is the title eliminator. So it's cut and dry. He said he wasn't going to fight any more Mexicans. So Caleb, being Caucasian and Anthony Dirrell being black, those fit very nice. So all they have to do is win this damn title eliminator, and possibly Caleb gets another shot at Canelo, or Anthony Dirrell gets to step in there. We'll see who performs the best. We'll see who wanted more. You know what I'm saying? We'll have a prediction later on about that fight. We just keep it light for now. But Caleb Plant versus Anthony Dirrell is going down 12-round super middleweight, dog, and a title eliminated for the WBC sanctioned body. And keep the WBC in your thoughts, because we're going to come back to that. Also on that card, Gary Antonio Russell is facing Emmanuel Rodriguez. A fight when they first stepped in the square, bro. It ended abruptly due to a headbutt. Somewhat like Chris Van Heeren and Jaron Ennis. Headbutts happen sometime. Unfortunately, headbutts happen. But shout out to Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? He's stepping in there to make it official. He's going in there and fight Emmanuel Rodriguez to make this shit official and move on. So they're going for a 12-round in the bantamweight division, which is contended at 118 pounds. Gary Antonio Russell versus Emmanuel Rodriguez. Very solid fight card so far. Next, a lot of people is going to be tuned in to see Frank Sanchez. Okay. A lot of people that watched him go in there and get the dub over F.A. Jogba. He's going in there facing the Olympian Carlos Negron in a 10-round heavyweight fight. Now, one thing about Sanchez, he has a different type of style when it comes to heavyweights. He's demonstrated that he can move around and be mobile enough to get you frustrated. Heavyweights don't run around the ring like that. They kind of stay, stationary enough. They'll cut off the ring if it need be, but not like Frank Sanchez. Frank Sanchez not only has mobility to a point, but he can punch too. He showed that with F.A. Jogba. He caught a Jogba with some power and some mustard on there. You know what I'm saying? He proved that with the right opponent, he can shine. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to him stepping up his opposition and people really paying attention to him, he's going to have to be more entertaining than that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got the win over F.A., but people was a bit agitated that he was sweeping the outside a lot. You know what I'm saying? Working on the nerves of the boxing fans. Tomorrow, what is this dude doing, man? And look, if you're a hardcore boxing fans, you understand why he was doing it. He understood that if you stood right in front of a Jogba, he's gonna sign your certificate to be an astronaut because he's gonna put you in space time. Real talk. They know a Jogba has that damn power. He's gonna put you on space time, man. He's gonna send you up there to the upper room, bro. So Frank Sanchez say, no, not me today. No, amigo. I move. I go left, right, front, back, left, right. And right at the right time. Pow. Watch me. See. He got it done. I ain't mad at Frank Sanchez too much. I just felt that for a heavyweight fight, people used to seeing heavyweights clock in. You know what I'm saying? Clock in with some heat. Frank Sanchez was able to clock in with some heat, but he was moving around a lot. He was respecting the power of a Jogba. And, it worked out for him. Real talk. It worked out for him big time. But for those that's going to be here awaiting this heavyweight showcase, the Bronze Bomber is back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Tuscaloosa's on. He's back in the building, man. 42-2. 41 knockouts, man. I think this fight is going to be 43 victories with 42 knockouts. I'm just saying. I think it's going to be 43 victories and 42 knockouts out of 46 professional fights. Yes, I think it's possible. Man. Let's keep it moving. Hey, check this out. Mauricio Suleiman is back at it again, y'all. Mauricio is on record as saying that Anthony Joshua, he is no longer in ownership of the WBA, IBF, and WBO titles. So if you paid attention to the ranking system, Anthony Joshua wasn't ranked in the WBC. But if you take a look now after him being unsuccessful to defeat the current reigning defending unified heavyweight world champion, Alexander Usyk, he is now ranked 6th in the WBC. If you look at the WBA, bro, he is ranked number 5. If you look at the IBF, I believe he's ranked number 4, and then the WBO ranked number 3. But the primary consideration is he is now ranked in the WBC. So when I was sitting up here cogitating, right, I'm saying, damn, Anthony Joshua loses for the second straight time, and they give him the Darianchenko treatment. They say, hey, my friend, since you lost the second time, we're going to still hold you with high regard, and we're going to place you in the WBC rankings, maybe for a potential fight with Tyson Fury. Now, whatever's going on with Tyson Fury and Usyk, people trying to say that Tyson is ducking Usyk. Listen to me careful, right? Listen to me clearly. Anybody who's believing a 290-pound gypsy is ducking Alexander Usyk based off the strength of what he was able to do against a fighter that's been considered robotic for quite some time. You are talking gibberish, garbled. The shit is not sounding, it cannot be translated correctly. You are not in your right frame of mind if you think Tyson Fury is ducking Alexander Usyk. But what is a bit more, a state of delirium for me is that Anthony Joshua, if it is indeed true, right? Because Eddie Hearns has been out here holding down the attention of the fight fans and making it clear that he's going to put Joshua will indeed be in a position to face Tyson Fury. This is coming off 2 straight losses, man. He lost his titles, unsuccessful, and failed at regaining them. Now he's being able to fight for the WBC. Wow. I want to know what y'all think. Do you think it's something that's legitimate? Like he's deserving of this shit? Because I know Deontay Wilder's been on record saying, hey, he was a made champion. What do you think they're going to say now? All I'm saying is Deontay Wilder has already held the belt for over a period of 5 years. So therefore, if he himself lost 2 in a row and he has to fight Robert Helenius, why not wait and allow Deontay Wilder to be able to step back in the ring with Tyson Fury? Or put Deontay Wilder in there with Anthony Joshua so they can fight it out for an eliminator. I mean, why don't you put some type of suspense and climactic conclusion to it? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you thicken the plot a little bit? But this is just too basic, bro. Anthony Joshua loses twice and he goes immediately into a WBC title shot, bro. If it's indeed true, he goes directly into a WBC title shot. That's just wild. Crazy, man. DBMH on deck, man. Salute WCS. Ill status on deck. Salute. Who are you talking about exactly? You talking about Deontay Wilder? Who fell in love with the work? I wasn't on here. I wasn't watching the chat. Just give me a brief description on who you're speaking on. Tyson Fury needs to fight Usyk and Usyk only. Hey, SB90 on deck. Salute. Hey, I kind of agree with, if you're talking about standard right there, SB90, if you're talking about freaking standards on how it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be Tyson Fury fighting Alexander Usyk because why? They are the champions in the heavyweight division. Now, once again, I always tell people about the hocus pocus of boxing. This is a prime example on how they puppetize us so much, man. This is a prime example how you hear me say it's a dysfunctional relationship in fight fans supporting the sport heavy. It's dysfunctional, man. It's extremely dysfunctional because it's cut and dry that Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk should fight for the undisputed. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's no more, checks and balances and all this shit. They are the reigning defending champions. They should be fighting one another. But nope, hold on. Boxing has to come up with a detour. Boxing has to come up with another detour. They're going to present us with something that we didn't request. If you was to ask and put a poll out, we did not request this fight. If it's indeed official, no one was requesting Anthony Joshua to fight Tyson Fury. Now, if you would have been talking about Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, okay, people be like, okay, he just fought Helenius. Let's get Wilder, Joshua. That's who we want to fight. That's who we want to see fight. And then they say, well, what about Fury, Usyk? Yeah, we want to see undisputed. Right now, it's no doubt or anything that Tyson Fury has earned his spot, top of the chain of command in the heavyweight division, and the next opponent he should face is a unified champion in Usyk. Somehow boxing is finding an alternative to once again steal from us. It's already bad. We have people still going around here rambling about Crawford and Spence. And they do it so much to a point where it's almost becoming deranged. But with this fight right here, though, there's no need to simmer. It's no need for anything. It is right here, right now. We're ready to see it. We want to see the heavyweight undisputed. We want to see it. And like I told the U.S. fans, you get to watch it without a U.S. heavyweight champ. You asked for it. You complain, you bitched, moan. You asked for all that shit when Wilder was champion. He's not champion no more. So now you get to watch all the titles across the pond. Whenever they choose to do it, you can say, hey, guess what? Where's this fight going to be? Saudi Arabia. You're going to watch the heavyweight division potentially unify for millions upon millions of dollars. And the U.S. isn't part of this history. That's the crazy part about this. The U.S. won't be a part of that history. Historically, for the boxing annals, the U.S. won't be a part of it, dog. That's what sucks about that. But that still don't look. I'm still not going to get on here and sound like a hater and say just because Wilder's not there fighting, Usyk for the unified titles, I don't want to see it. No, I want to see this fight now. I really want to see, can Usyk pull it off? Does he have the equalizer that go in there and accomplish something that Deontay Wilder wasn't able to do? Because you know well as I do, when the conversation is amplified and you pick out certain consistencies, if you're talking about Wilder and Usyk, people are always going to say that Usyk has a better boxing style than Deontay Wilder. He's a better all-around technically skilled fighter than Deontay Wilder. Real talk. They're going to tell you that. But we still consider Alexander Usyk a light heavyweight, so to speak. Like, we're not talking about him bulking up a little bit in the last fight. We still consider him a light, kind of on the lighter side. Not a Bellew light. I don't know, man. He's still not the heaviest heavyweight in the game right now. But then again, I have to remind you that Deontay Wilder wasn't either. You know what I'm saying? But since Alexander Usyk has a better boxing discipline as far as his technique goes, and he was formerly undisputed at cruiserweight, people highlight him more than they would Deontay Wilder any given day. They'll tell you Deontay Wilder will clip and turn the fucking light bill off. But when it comes to technical ability, boxing skills, they will always compliment Usyk if these two fighters' names are in conversation. Wilder, Usyk. But I'm very, very curious to see what Usyk can do against the behemoth. Tyson Fury is the behemoth, man. Dude is what you call very eccentric, and he's able to utilize every part of what he was blessed with. Dude looked like I can't tell you what Tyson Fury looks like. It's just so difficult, man. Like this dude body, he knows how to use his frame like that. With all this irky jerky movement, know how to put his punch combinations together. He's still a cheater, but I'm just telling you what I've seen. You have to give him credit for what he was able to display inside that square circle. Can Usyk get it done against this big motherfucker? Can he get it done? That's my curiosity right there, bro. I'm just curious. Can he get this shit done, man? If Usyk goes in here and beat Tyson Fury, damn, that's gonna make, if Deontay Wilder's in line, that's gonna make that fight even bigger. Because just imagine this, Deontay Wilder's, if he's able to return, right? If he's able to return and Usyk beats Fury and Deontay Wilder gets his shot at all the titles against Alexander Usyk, that'll be something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? On the heavyweight forecast, it will be something. I know it's far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? I know it's so far down the line, but we have questions right now. You know what I'm saying? The questions of why Anthony Joshua's fighting freaking Tyson Fury, if that is indeed close to being signed. And then why aren't we seeing Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury? Because we want to see the heavyweight undisputed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Can Alexander Usyk shock the world and pull off something Deontay Wilder, who reigned over 5 years, wasn't successful at doing? We know Usyk doesn't possess the power and the dynamite that God blessed Wilder with, but he can box. He can box. Boxing is a circus, bro. I'm trying to treat it as a Vegas show, that SB90. I don't want to treat this, when they put this circus on display, I don't want to treat it like the parking lot circus or the under the tent circus. I'm trying to put this in the light of Vegas. It's showtime. I want to put boxing on that level. Even though some of the shit they do is parking lot etiquette, tent etiquette, for real. This shit is tent fucking etiquette. Michael Johnson say Usyk too busy playing pickup basketball. You know, right? It looked funny, man. Usyk was out there balling up, dog. Hey, ball's life. You know what I'm saying? SB90, not a big UFC fan here, but boxing would flourish with their ranking system. First, boxing has to condense its belt system. It has to reduce the belt system. With that reduction says what? Certain people are going to lose money. Certain individuals are going to lose money. And as we know, the fruits of life in boxing, it's a lot of individuals that eat off the sport. The sanctioning fees, oh my God, how many bellies do that fill? Those sanctioning bodies do not have to worry. If we're talking about 17 divisions, the sanctioning bodies don't have to worry. They're going to get paid. They're going to get paid off the top. Astronomically, they're going to receive their revenue, people. In order for that platform or that system to work, when we're talking about Bellator and the UFC, that means some and many are going to starve. You're talking about coming up with a single belt system. We're talking about restructuring something that's not regulated. We're talking about trying to restructure a sport that isn't structured as we know it. Boxing isn't structured at all. Just because you go through the routine and fight a step through the ropes and do, that's not the structure I'm talking about. I'm talking about the underlining situation where you have the teams, you know what I'm saying, the managers, the attorneys, everybody that knows what the numbers are behind the scene. I'm talking about that structure and all the fine details on how these fighters, who they have to pay. If these fighters are locked into a previous manager or promotion that they were signed on with, how much they have to pay them and how long, for what length of time they have to pay. Everybody's eating off the fucking sport, bro. So in order for them to pretty much condense this down to a single belt system, it's going to be some people that have to pay. First of all, no, back up. It's going to have to be some people that come to the round table. They're going to have to come to the bunker. They are going to have to check the mobile phones at the door. They're going to have to come up with a unbelievable plan, life-changing, for boxing to go and compete for one belt per sanctioning body, and possibly an interim when it's feasible. That means a lot of people are going to starve, and boxing ain't about starvation. When we're talking about the top of the pecking order, boxing isn't about starving with them. They eat first. The ones who are going to starve is those employees who are contending and working for the sport, the fighters. They're going to always be the ones at a certain point in time that reap the consequences of what's trickling down from the top, from the higher echelon. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take fighters longer to get title shots. It's almost, look, in its entirety, it almost seemed impossible for boxing to ever be structured like the UFC. It seems damn near impossible. Because even though the UFC, right, started off with no rounds, not no rounds, with different time frames in the rounds, different equipment structure, without bare knuckles and all that shit. Just the entire makeup. They couldn't get the uniform and shit. Still, they had a president. That's where boxing fails. That's where boxing will implode. If someone attempts to designate a president, a senior authority in boxing, to try to make this shit more organized, it's not going to happen, people. We're talking about Armageddon. If we're trying to somehow, some way draw in the big dogs, the shakers and the movers, to come up with a senior point of authority, the control point, the head honcho, the one that can make the decisions, a governing body. Then once that's established, we attempt to have a meeting at the round table on belt reduction. And then everybody that's used to getting all this money, having fighters, put in to get this belt, to get that belt, they're brushed to the side, because now it's only going to be one belt system. No, Mauricio Suleiman, we did not say that it was going to be the WBC belt system. So can you imagine someone telling Mauricio Suleiman it's not happening no more? If you're saying there's no more for me, there's no more for you. You was here for my lawyers tonight. You're not shutting the WBC down. Let me read the rest. King Mitch on deck. What's good, Mitch? Salute to you, brother. Nobody's shutting WBC down, bro. That's damn near impossible. Look, we've been stuck in a simulation of how things are supposed to work in life for years. We pretty much operate on a calendar, a number system, month to month. We believe that our born date, once it returns, we have gotten older, a year older by simulation. We don't know if it's exactly a year. We're just going off our born date. But we have always been in simulation our entire time. It works off the numbers. Boxing work off the numbers. But the only thing about this, if we try to attempt to reduce the numbers, We have to ask ourselves, how do you sequester the right individuals to make this happen? How do you exclude how the system has been working for a long period of time? How do you absolutely restructure that with permission and make it legally binding? How is that going to work in a sport that's not regulated? Man, that shit is chaos, bro. Shout out to Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens in the building. Salute, my people. Salute to you, brother. I tell you what Usyk would do better than Steve Cunningham at 210. Hey, man, like they said, Usyk, was out there shooting hoops, man. Ball's life. He's out there shooting basketball, man. Listen, Usyk don't owe nobody shit, bro. We literally watched Anthony Joshua run out of gas again. All the muscles with the lungs of a mice. We watch him pretty much crumble right before our eyes, and then absolutely lose it during the post fight. And then look for some type of credibility, some type of justification from Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Alexander Usyk don't owe us anything, man. He did what he's supposed to do with Joshua. He beat him. Period. Joshua ran out of gas again, and then he lost his wits. He had a mental breakdown, tossing belts over the top rope, trying to fight innocent bystanders. You know what I'm saying? Disrespecting Team Usyk. Goddamn. But hey, somebody was watching, because once again, Eddie to the rescue. God damn it! What'd he do? Joshua, come over here, Joshua. Don't worry about that. You really showed your ass out there, Joshua. I'm disappointed. I told you to let me continue to take the lead, and you stay in the passenger in the back seat. As long as you let me drive, I'll get you to where you need to be, Joshua. You understand? You know what I mean? Okay. Don't let me repeat myself. I got something big for you. You're going to appreciate me. We're going to still go over to Saudi Arabia and get that oil money. You understand me, AJ? Okay, don't act like I'm not in charge. Eddie Hearns come out the shadows and start talking about Joshua and Tyson Fury in talks for December. I'm like, what the fuck? He just lost twice, man. Boxing is the trickery of all trickery. Shout out to my guy, Big Blunts and Boxing, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button with a jab. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the GOAT on deck, man. Don Dada, what's good? Haven't seen you in a minute, Don Dada, man. Hope all is well. Look, people, hey, it's people that got to ask permission to be over in this motherfucker now. You know what I'm saying? They're getting ostracized for being in my chat. If you with that nigga, you ain't with me. Unsubscribe right now. Reggie says, salute my brother Michael Johnson Boxing and more. Big Blunts and Boxing said, it would be different if UFC champs were fighting Bellator champs. That's why it's hard to compare UFC to boxing. Very good point. I never compare the UFC to boxing because UFC is a promotion and boxing is encompassing sport, right? Though boxing is much larger in its entirety, right? People tend to look at the promotion of mixed martial arts as the premier promotion. All right. Boxing has been around too long for people to just look at one promotion and say, you know what, that's boxing right there. But since mixed martial arts is still growing, they tend to look at what they know to be true, what they can remember. You know what I'm saying? How can I tell you about mixed martial arts? I remember when this fighter fought that fighter. They can tell you when the UFC came into existence and started to blossom. That's it. That's why they say, Hey, when you talk to boxing and UFC, well, the UFC came in the game with structure. They was able to grow and then sell the company for some odd $1 billion. I think a lot of people over there are living very, very well. But they were allowed, they came on the scene and they want to be taken serious. They want to be sanctioned. They want to be regulated. They wanted everything to be just right. And that included the president, Dana White. Yes, sir. When you talk about boxing, I think boxing has been around so long with certain individuals in place. You're talking about people who've just been in the bunker. People been in the fighting hole for years upon years. There's no way boxing will allow someone to attempt to say, I'm going to be the president now. I'm going to make the changes. That person to be dead 5 days from the announcement. It won't be no failed attempt at the assassination. That person will be out of here. That person will be floating with the fishes, bro. It's too many people in the sport of boxing to basically say, now we're going to come up with a plan with a certain number of people of authority. You know what I'm saying? So certain shareholders, you know what I'm saying? Presidents, anyone that's in charge. I don't know how would they bring together, who they would bring together. But you're trying to tell me it's going to be enough people where you're going to find someone to oversee. Like the president can't even fuck with boxing. Think about that. The president can't even fuck with it. So how are you going to bring a group of people together that come up with a president like mixed martial arts? You can't find a Scott Coker. People would die. People would die trying to make that shit happen. Boxing has the ABC and they don't do shit. They gave AJ a pity party. Hey, man, if you get pity sometime or another, if you deserve it, then, hey, take that pity. Take that pity. We know Joshua's been coddled. He's been manufactured. It's been times where, you know, people were looking at Joshua to prove himself that he wasn't a manufactured paper champion. But in these instances right here, it's almost like he's proven us right. Those of us that was thinking that he was a paper champion and manufactured, he's proven us right, bro. Now, the weird part about this whole shit when I'm talking is the fact that Joshua's resume has the who's who of the heavyweight division, man. Oh my God. And that's not really truly who I'm talking, what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how Charles Martin went out. I'm talking about how they went out after Vladimir hadn't fought since Tyson Fury. They called him out of retirement. I'm talking about how the referee stepped in every singing, blinking moment when he fought Joseph Parker for the WBO title. I'm just talking about how he was able to get the motherfucking titles, dog. He has some legitimate names on his resume, dog. Jesus, he does. But still, it doesn't negate the fact that there's some freaking administrative logistics that happen in that damn champion right there. And once he got to a point where he could no longer elude what people have been saying for quite some time, and Dirrell Miller decided to have a motherfucking ship full of pets in his body. They just told him to open up his mouth. Open up. Stay open. There you go. That was a total of 25,675. And, you know, drink a little water with that, but you're going to feel just fine. Dirrell Miller chose to just obliterate himself with Pez. And then somehow the scout that was sent out there to find the talent, they came back with Andy motherfucking Ruiz. And you know, They fucked up, you know. Andy came in there and took the belts from Joshua. That's where the decline started. That's where the spiral happened, man. That's where the descent happened. Eddie went up there, placed the Band-Aid. It was a rematch clause in there. They made it official. Went over there to Saudi Sands, fought a boring ass fight and got them titles back. While Andy Ruiz went off and continued to enjoy the damn fine life of getting his 2 biggest paychecks of his career. But he really couldn't continue to do that and keep his belts because we have what is called mandatories. And they was trying their best to stall out Alexander Usyk in hope that Deontay Wilder didn't win that arbitration. They was fine. They was trying their hardest to say, you know what? This can happen. We can be able to make these millions. Just think about how fucked up boxing is. They was up there trying to fool the people, right? That Tyson Fury and Joshua was going to happen in August, right? This is last year, right? Oh man, this is going to happen. It's going to be millions upon millions. This is going to be for the undisputed. It didn't happen. But now, when it's a clear-cut path, but different names now, different names. Eddie Hearns was up here telling the people that Fury and Joshua was going to fight in August. And Deontay Wilder's just SOL, shit out of luck. It was rubbish. Then Anthony Joshua loses the titles to Alexander Usyk, and all of a sudden the name is not what they look for. What are you saying? It's still for the undisputed titles. So you're trying to tell me just because Alexander Usyk is now the reigning defending, his name doesn't ring a bell, ring my bell. You trying to tell me Usyk's name doesn't ring a bell for undisputed like Joshua? So all of a sudden Tyson Fury say, well, to be honest, I want 500 million. Man, come on, man. This is rubbish, man. It's bullshit, dog. This shit is bullshit, man. Pat say WCS, as soon as someone tells me I can't go somewhere, I immediately unsub from that person and go to the channels I wasn't supposed to go to just to piss them off. Fucking YouTube police. I'm just saying, man, you know, people was given the ultimatum. If I see you, look, they got scouts. If I see you in WCS chat, it's over. It's done. It's done. We ain't playing games no more. You ain't gonna support 2 channels. Anybody, you see somebody that's in my chat, you let me know now. King Kong ain't got shit on me. I better not see nobody from my chat over in that nigga chat. Damn, it's like that. You trying to regulate YouTube, shout it? Don Dollar say, LOL, hell no. I'm a free man. I don't got nothing with no one. I didn't ask you if you had something with anyone. I'm just saying I haven't seen you for a while. I just wondered, you know, for certain people needed permission. That's all I was saying. You know, the calls went out. You know what I'm saying? The call to arms went out. Certain people were seen over here, and all the backlash, the thrashings behind the scenes for these individuals. You know what I'm saying? They was getting what they call that shit. They call that shit flogging or whatever. You know what I'm saying? People getting whipped. Pow, pow, pow. You gonna go over there again? Huh? What channel you supposed to be on? Would you say that channel again? One more time. I'm asking you one more time, and then I'm gonna release the dogs. What is the name of the channel you're gonna support And what chat you gonna be in? Your channel. I'm gonna be on your channel. That's what I thought. Don't let me see you fucking up again. Telling you, bro. Damn. A reckoning has taken place. But man, that's where we at with the whole shift and finagling over here, the heavyweight division. Eddie Hearns put the word out, y'all. Eddie Hearns put the word out that it was going to be Fury Joshua. Now, all of a sudden, Joshua doesn't have the belts, but yet there's still a unified champion across from you. Fury isn't trying to fight Alexander Usyk. Now they're going to bring Joshua back so they can make everything right. Look, it's an infatuation with Eddie Hearns to have Fury and have Joshua, his fighter, fight for the undisputed. Right? It's an infatuation to have Joshua and Fury fight for the undisputed. Now they're going to have the transparent individual titles. They're going to bring Joshua in there with some phantom titles that's transparent, invisible. They're going to parade him like he's still the title holder. How is Joshua getting a shot, bro? Why don't Tyson Fury just wait and be patient? And then, like I said, have Deontay Wilder fight Joshua. Have Deontay Wilder fight Joshua, man. But you coming off two losses. That's what I was trying to tell people about the heavyweight division. It's not as deep as you think. It's not as deep as you think, bro. Dillian White finally got his shot. You feel me? And then you look at Andy Ruiz and his performance with Luis Ortiz. He's still in the hunt. And then we got Joseph Parker going in there with Joe Joyce. No one's really thinking about that. Like, people thought Joe Joyce, all he did was survive when he fought Anthony Joshua for his, to defend his WBO title. I mean, he's not the most exciting fighter. You have Daniel Dubois sitting over there with the WBA regular. I don't think he's regular for Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk, to be honest. To be honest with you, I don't think he's ready. The heavyweight division is not as heavy as people think. So that's why fights like this may take place. Anthony Joshua losing. We have Usyk with the titles. We have the entire setup. We have everything in line. The stars are where they're supposed to be. We have WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. And then you have the WBA, IBF, WBO, IBO, unified. Everything is where you want it to be to make the undisputed heavyweight championship showcase. And you're doing a redirect. You're shifting slightly to the left. No, I want to go over there and fight Anthony Joshua. I'm fascinated with this fight because I said it last year when Deontay Wilder was in arbitration. I told you all that this fight was going to happen. I just was off a year. Okay? I just was off a year. That's all. A little over a year. I was just off. It's still going to happen. And then we're going to pretend like Anthony Joshua still is reigning defending unified heavyweight champion. That is fucking bullshit, bro. At the end of the day, it is absolutely bullshit. 2 losses in a row. And he gets a media title shot because Mauricio Suleiman says, well, to think about it, if y'all don't already know, I make my own choices. I make my own decisions. I have a governing body, but I can also make my own decisions. And before Anthony Joshua, he was a unified reigning champion, unified champion heavyweight. He's no longer in that position anymore. He's not champion any of those divisions. So therefore, I can automatically insert him into the ranking system, the WBC ranking system. I'm not going to put him top 5, but I'm going to put him number 6. And that is good enough for me. It is fucking amazing. Look, Mauricio is the David Copperfield of sanctioning bodies, man. Whenever he chooses to put some hocus pocus on us, he do it with ease. And look, he doesn't even care what we think. He doesn't even care. Did y'all see that belt he made for Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin? Have y'all processed how beautiful that belt is? Seriously. Look, I want you all to process how beautiful that belt is, bro. Have y'all processed how beautiful that belt is? Comparable to the Freedom Belt that the Charlo received with the two black hands reaching out. I almost started getting in my slave voice, but I said, no, not now. Have y'all figured it out yet? How beautiful that belt is that they're fighting for? Vice, the Freedom Belt. It's incredible. Like the WBC makes some very, very beautiful hardware. I'm not going to lie. But it's quite different than the Charlo belt. I'm just saying. Captain Chaos say, damn, youngins got more sense than these old dudes. They hypnotized by the R. Kelly wannabe, Oscar the Smelly Grouch. Hey, man, yeah, Big Blunts, man. Man, dude's the GOAT right now when it comes to these damn shit. Shout out to the youngins that's intelligent and out here smart as fuck doing their thing, man. And have that amount of wisdom, you know what I'm saying, that affects people in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Not the type of wisdom that people say, oh, they should have known better. They should have known better. Go on ahead with that now. They should have known better. No, cats out here giving wisdom to old heads, man. No matter what you think, one day you're gonna say to yourself, God damn, I'm old as shit. And then it's gonna hit you. You're gonna have an epiphany, right? You're gonna say to yourself, it went by so fucking quick. And then you damn near gonna have a nervous breakdown. You're gonna say, oh shit. I'm only 2 years off from AARP. I'm only 2 years off from senior citizen discount. God damn. You know what? Fuck that, man. I'm going out here to drink, man. Fuck that. I gotta get me something to drink. I'm telling you, y'all gonna have that epiphany, bro. Y'all gonna have that epiphany. Everybody get old, man. Everybody reach that point. WCS even Blood spoke about the situation you had with the guy that said, don't come to me if you watch WCS. It's like we have to walk on eggshells in the YTBC. Watch where we go and what we say. Okay, it's certain. Look, I understand what you just said, Mr. Pass, but understand one thing. Understand this. Watch where the we is only individuals who choose to place themselves in a group of individuals where there's no leaders. I call those individuals sheep there, Mr. Pass. I am where I am right now because I don't do the we. Now, I was a team player in the military. I'm a we player for the family and all that. I'm a we player when it comes to this live chat and individuals who support my channel for real. But I'm absolutely not a we when it comes to individuals who aren't in charge of me and choose to sit up here and believe they're going to dictate orders and demands when they don't have no ownership of this social media platform. That's all I'm saying, Mr. Pass. It's bullshit left, right, front to back. But one thing I want you to understand, Mr. Pass, I'll say it over and over again, bro. We have a society of beta males that roam freely on this YouTube community. Beta bitches. They roam free, bro. I'm not trying to get started on that though. But I salute the ones who come over to the chat and support WCS. You know what I'm saying? I support the ones who stand on their own. Both. The left and the right. 10 toes down on their square. I support those, man. Because those are thinkers. I'm saying? Those are individuals that have the courage to stand up for themselves, not the individuals that have to, man, look, hey, man, now hold up. I got word you was over there in WCS chat. Hey, man, you know I fuck with you heavy, man. Man, come on, man. Don't do me like that, man. You see me in these YouTube streets, man. Come on, man. Oh, we done been through these years, man. You gonna do me like that, man? I don't have time right now, man. That dude, Captain Chaos, man, he's on me, man. I'm still healing from that nigga biting me in my ass, man. He took a big chunk of my ass, man, because I was fucking up, and he said I was a sheep, and I didn't think so, but I found out I was, man. I did, man. This shit is out of control, man. Man, if you let another person sit up here and direct you, tell you whence you should go, and you do it, like it's obvious that you're not in this world to be a leader. It's just certain people in this chat, I know I don't have to worry about that. They know themselves that I'll never be a person to say, hey, man, if I see you across the street one more time, man, it's over, man. It's over. I'm taking your wrench, man. I'm blocking you. Man, I'm blocking you, man. You fuck with him, we're over, man. You understand? We're not playing like this, man. We building over here, man. That nigga WCS, man, he ain't solid, man. He ain't solid. That nigga, man. Damn. See, why y'all have to come over here and start shit, dog? Like, I'm really trying to do my boxing shit, bro. And y'all want me to start talking about whole nigga goddamn subjects. I'm trying to keep that shit realistically peaceful, dog. Some Freud. That's all. Ill status. I like the channel, so I'm going to keep watching. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it. Man, I don't understand. This shit, it's incredible, bro. Look, you wouldn't believe who have contacted me behind the scenes and told me, why wasn't anybody else taking a stance like I was? I'm being real, dog. Like, people think there's a lot of negative shit going on behind, and you have the regular roaches, you know what I'm saying, right? But I'm just saying, how are you trying to say that in this open-ended landscape, there are going to be individuals that have authority over me to tell me who to watch and who not to watch? And look, who can stop someone from watching them on YouTube? The person who created this app is amazing. It's amazing because YouTube has a bit of structure to it. You know what I'm saying? You can be penalized if you go outside the realm. I'm talking about a belligerency, disrespect, defamation. If you go so far outside. But check this out, though. If you have been frequently the YouTube universe enough, you would have understood the usual suspects. And those usual suspects have disrespected people from moons to moons to moons to moons, right? And if anybody paid attention, that same suspect disrespected me when I didn't even really know who the dude was. Disrespected me on somebody else's channel, said, fuck that nigga, you this, try to show out in front of people and all that. I did not say nothing. I chilled. I still held my ground. I was over there talking about something different. But all of a sudden, I give you what you asking for. And you have people up here saying, man, unsubscribe to me. Fuck your channel, dog. These niggas over here telling grown ass people to unsubscribe, man. Captain Chaos say sheep, lamb, skin condoms for the booty hole. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? How does that work, y'all? Y'all tell me. Y'all some grown ass adults. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong and people feeling the way they feel, man. I don't have no respect for it's some people that I respect around here, and you wouldn't even understand if you're not cut from that cloth as to why I respect them. Like I can get a good feeling for certain people that are not followers. You know what I'm saying? These are people that I look at like if they was in charge of something in real life, they can lead from the front. You know what I'm saying? They can make decisions, command decisions. They can provide transparencies. You know what I'm saying? They can help the company move forward. They're built like that. They're cut from that cloth. Right? But no, YouTube, you have grown ass, whining ass, beta bitch hole ass niggas up here talking about, hey, you subscribe for my channel. If you're on his channel, bro, that is the weakest side that you can ever. Like, that is the weakest shit you can talk about, bro. I'm not even disappointed because I always seen it like that. I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed, bro. I'm sitting back here laughing because I've always seen that shit like that. I told y'all about 817. Y'all didn't want to believe me. But yeah, he was the main one sitting on the panel. My man, you know, I rock with your heaven. Then the same people kicking him off the channel for the same reason I said that I wanted to debate him. This is how all this shit got started, bro. I called out somebody that didn't have to do with anybody else. And I said, I want to debate. And they up there protecting him. He did them the same way, dirty. I told you all what he was. You didn't want to listen because I only got 10 people in my chat. I don't know what that got to do with my brain, but you only had 10 people in the chat. They love calling numbers. That lets me know they looking. 10 people in the chat. I told y'all how he was. And what happened? He ended up showing his face at the debate. And then I gave my critique and why I gave my critique. It wasn't that personal, bro. But anyway, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what I believe over here in WCS. I don't even really group y'all into like, you know, just this group of individuals that's WCS. Like, I'm not gonna make up any type of titles or labels. Those who support me and rock with me, I see you enough over here. I get familiarized with who you are. And then behind the scenes, you know, I work and communicate with some of y'all. So I know the real ones. But it is a lot of stuff on YouTube that people aren't aware of that goes on, that's playing out right now. Because of what I was doing, this shit has been playing out. People are basically instructing adults on how to run their social life. That is a problem. The problem isn't the people who are telling the individuals how to run their social life. The problem is the listeners who are taking the orders as if they have to. You know what I'm saying? They're unwilling to say, fuck you, I'm doing what the hell I want to do. They're pretty much allowing themselves to what? Capitulate. They're surrendering. I want my ranch over here. I want to be part of the cool people. I want to be able to type with emojis. Man, don't get me started, bro. Don't cry victim now, man. Don't do it, bro. Don't start talking about attorneys. Don't, stop reporting my videos. Stop doing it. Keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Keep the same energy. I hear a lot of what's plotting and what's going on behind the scene. I hear a lot of that shit, bro. But y'all have an opportunity to see it play out too. I appreciate the ones who told me this is a long time coming. Hey, why nobody else did it? How could we sit up here and say, well, it's okay? We used to that. That's how they act. No, I never lived like that. Even my family members that acted a certain way that I ain't fuck with, And people was telling me, hey, don't worry about it. That's just the way they are. I say, no, they have a choice. You ain't giving me that pass, so I ain't giving them that pass. Same goes here. You know, people shouldn't have the right to fuck people over and talk to them any old kind of way. And then look, they wanna now become the victim, bro. Right there, blunts and boxing, they want to become the victim, dog. That nigga blunts and boxing, man. Fuck that nigga, man. Made that video on me, man. God damn it. Little smart ass nigga, man. Fuck him, man. Nigga got too much time on his hand, man. Man, they talk about that young nigga. Boy, he put a vid together like that. Damn. What? Who is, man? Check how many subscribers you got. How many subscribers you got? At this time, he has like 18 and a half. What? Then he only have 20 subscribers. Hell no. How many do he have on his live screen? I don't know, man. I just heard about him, man. He done put out freaking several videos, man, and people be goddamn catching cramps and shit and throwing ribs out of place, man. They be laughing so hard about that shit. Man, goddamn, man. If I catch anybody in this chat, man, if I catch you any of you niggas subscribing to Big Blunts and Box, it's over. It's over, nigga. It's over. Who that young scholar think he is? Who gave him that talent? Shit. They got them over there. They're talking about small channels, man. They finding out how small channels can operate. You know what I'm saying? With like-minded individuals, man. Maturity is everything. You know what I'm saying? He said, you ain't lying, OG, man, for real. What's going on, Alexander? How you feeling? He said, you ain't wrong. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I know I'm not wrong, bro. I know I'm not wrong. Because that those individuals will sit there and let shit go down and disrespect, and they'll say WCS still over there talking. Well, I still see the same people over there talking about me too. So therefore, if my attention is directed to one person, why you worried? Why you all in it? I love to hear people talk about, like, they wanna cry, right? They want to reach out in sympathy to those. You know, they want to put the chats up there of the ignorant and the foolish. Oh, don't worry about, man. We still support you, man. We still support you. We got your back, man. We got you. Don't worry about that nigga. He done lost it, man. He done lost it. And see, I look at those individuals, people that I never, ever communicate with, period. Not even a hello in life. Because I can see them from a mile away. I can see a hoe walk down the street from a mile away, man. You know how they used to have that term, I smell pussy. You can see, man, you can see it and you can smell it, man. Why are you trying to say all of a sudden that you're looking for remorse? You're looking for remorse. You're talking about you the man, you the God. Where? In your own little room, bro? Who God are you? You trying to still build up shit. And then the worst desperate measure you can take. See, I mentioned names, man, and all of this shit. I mentioned names for the ones who deserve to be mentioned. They attempted to say it's clout chasing, but people know it ain't. People know right now WCS ain't clout chasing shit, because that just doesn't hold true to who I am. But look, this whole deal, they think they have somewhat did something to my channel where they're giving ultimatums to people, which shows weakness, serious weakness and fragileness. When you're giving ultimatums to YouTube subscribers, like you're trying to segregate. We have black channels out here that's attempting to segregate subscribers, all because of another black channel that basically lit into someone who deserve to be burned to the fucking ground. That's all I'm saying. They deserve to be burned to the ground, bro. So don't be mad. I know you out there listening. Check this out. I made him switch up his whole thing now. I made him switch up everything. Nobody's buying the whole shit. Nobody buying pussy this. Nobody's buying that shit you talking no more. That shit has been obliterated. You can say it, but nobody really ain't buying that shit no more. I gave you my time. You see what type of time I'm on. I've already put it out there. Like y'all giving ultimatums. I want to ask y'all who's next in line. That's all. We're not doing this no more. We're not doing this no more. That's a perfect example on how tactics work. You sit there and you try to scheme, you try to plot, you sit up here and try to get other people to fight your battles. You talk shit to people, you disrespect them and all that shit. And then you get a group of individuals that you thought that wasn't shit because they don't have views and the amount of subscribers. And they team. They work individually now, but they're for the same common cause, and you getting mad about it. When y'all been doing this shit for years upon years, man. Y'all been teaming up on people. Y'all been trying to put out information on somebody to defame their character. All that shit. But my question is, who's next? $817 is a Dallas Cowboy fanboy who pretends to be a boxing YouTube groupie in the off season. Man, he don't know shit about boxing, man. I called his ass out. He didn't never show up on the panel for a debate. And now all of a sudden, I got the person who called himself creating some debate series over in my chat whining. You know what I'm saying? Shedding tears for shit that's on YouTube. You criticizing my shit and you criticizing Santa. Nobody's criticizing anything, bro. You remember? You don't remember? I didn't say shit to you when you was up there laughing at my guy, Michael Williams Jr. for freaking losing. You was having a good old laugh a lot. Don't think I ever forgot. Don't think I ever forgot, bro. Man up, man. Man up. I didn't even critique your debate yesterday. Man up. What's going on? New Media Today, USA, boxing on deck, man. Great interview the other day, man. Great interview, bro. Hit the like button. Guys, salute to everyone in the chat. Peace to WCS. Salute to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Damn good interview the other day. Coach on deck. Coach is on motherfucking deck. Y'all make sure y'all check out New Media Today. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. I don't have to give certain channels tell you go look on it. Just go check them out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold up. Why y'all time out, Coach, man? Hold up, man. Hey, mistakes happen, man. I took care of it, Coach, man. I took care of it, Coach. Ain't nothing but a quick one. It ain't nothing but a quick one, bro. All good, Coach. Player fucked up. Player fuck up. We accidentally timed him out. No, he should be back, man. He should be back. I took care of that. See, if I was somebody else, man. Hey, man, don't time nobody out. Refresh the super chat. Refresh the super chat. Refresh the super chat. See how they doing me? See how YouTube doing? Refresh the super chat. Put 50 cents in the super chat. Refresh the super chat, man. God damn. Timing people out, man. When you come back in from being timed out, Refresh. Give me 75 cents. 150, 150, 152, 153, 155, 555, 150, 160, 162, 163, and 163 in the super chat. 63. Refresh the super chat. Where you at, coach? I haven't seen him. Hey, my apologies, coach, man. They accidentally time you out, man. You should be good to go now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they probably over there. See what he did to coach? See? I told y'all don't fuck with him. I didn't do it. But I made you I put you up, man. Let me see. I haven't seen him come back in here though. See what y'all did? See what y'all did? Y'all timed the brother out, man. Y'all timed the brother out, dog. Man, y'all can't be doing that shit, dog. I don't want to have a goddamn meeting on the top of the hill. Hear ye, hear ye. Today, we level change from tradition to innovation. Shit, man. Please, bro. Hey, it was a mistake, man. Let me know you're back in the building. Oh, there you go. He back. He back. My apologies, coach, man. You know that wild dog, Chaos, man. Sometimes he be over there biting shit, man. He don't even know. All he trying to damn taste blood, dog. Goddamn Chaos be causing mayhem, dog. Watch, man. Watch what you biting. Damn, dog. I want to start giving out ultimatums. All good, coach. Player fucked up. Player fucked up. We just accidentally time y'all. Mr. Williams, good show. Yeah, good show with Rick Glaser, man. Good show. That's my guy, Rick. You know, I did interviews with Rick when other people was up here trying to tell me that Rick Glaser was prejudiced and racist, right? So me, I'm just thinking logical. I say, okay, I have a lot of black people that's telling me Glaser is damn racist, right? So I say, my black people, can you do me one favor? Can you present me with one piece of evidence to substantiate what you are claiming, what you are accusing him of? Not one piece of evidence, y'all. Not one tweet, not one anything. Rick Glaser, he racist and all this. One piece of evidence. Show me one piece of evidence. I need you to verify. They couldn't do it. They just want you to be the sheep. These people was telling me over and over again, bro. All because of what he said. One comment that he said about Deontay Wilder, bro. They grouped together to try to defame this man's name. And he's married to a sister. A very beautiful sister. Right? And they up here saying, Rick Glaser this. He say this about fighters. They nitpick on every comment that Rick says about a black fighter. They try to pretend like the man don't know his shit about boxing. But he knows a lot about what goes on the inside. I still interviewed him, man. They didn't like that. They was calling me coon, Sambo, all that shit. Knockout just regurgitates the same narrative his YouTube daddy spit out. I know what he's going to talk about probably before he does, dog. Don't do that, dog. You ain't trying to say he that predictable, right? Man, come on, bro. Man, you trying to say you can talk for the man, bro. Dion Washington, what's good? Tell Rick Glaser I'm not behind this one. Dion, what's good? My brother Dion Washington on deck, man. Salute to you, Dion. AC, I didn't know you were a lot about rockets and stuff. Cool stuff. You talking about oh yeah, Andrew Charles over there. Yeah, man, Reggie Owens, man, he's on some biological astro, man. He on some physics, he on some deep shit, man. And then I pop up over there out of my element, and I see Andrew Charles over there. I'm like, damn, you never know who's in your presence. You never know exactly what they know or how smart they really are until you pay attention. You know, talking about nuclear, man, come on, man. That shit's crazy, bro. You never know how smart these cats are, man. Yeah, refresh the super chat, man. Refresh the super chat. You come in through the window, close it back. God damn. And wash your hands before you walk in my house. Wash your hands. I don't want you putting fingerprints everywhere. Wash your motherfucking hands now. If you come in through the back door, close the door, okay? Close the screen door and put the latch on that motherfucker. Wash your hands before you come in the house. Damn. If you see the water hose out there, wash your motherfucking hands now. Mr. Perez, I'm just an enthusiast. I was really into all that when I was younger. Donate $1 to the super chat. Refresh the super chat. YouTube playing with the views. I know. You know what? I just had 15 people in this month. Now I have 19. See what YouTube doing to me? See what YouTube doing for man, I saw 8, I saw 10, then now I got 15. See what YouTube? Refresh the super chat, dog. Coach back on deck, man. Appreciate you, coach. Okay, I was talking about my bad. WCS, you talk about that shit Rick Glaser said about the LDBC and their bullshit. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be talking to Rick Glaser. I'm gonna be chopping it up with Rick Glaser tomorrow, man. Now we was talking about his interview he did with Coach. You know what I'm saying? People just can't sit up here and just say, okay, let's just go with the regular, man. If one of my people this shaded like me, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about skin tone, right? You have to be smarter. You have to ask questions. If someone's saying something about it, ask questions, bro. Man, Rick is cool, man. I done talked to him on several occasions, man. Anybody. Look, check this out. We should be concerned about Rick Glaser off what we witnessing out here on YouTube. We should be concerned about what Rick Glaser has and what he's done in the past and not pay attention to what's going on here on YouTube, bro. And what's going right here in front of our faces. But we want to get together and say Rick Glaser's this, that, and the other and don't talk to him. Man, get out of here, bro. Captain Chaos talking about, hey, coach, I just subscribed, coach. My bad. I just subscribed, coach. Please forgive me, coach. Please forgive me. Don't punch me in my goddamn ribs, coach. Yo, real talk, how the fuck you guys give shout outs? I don't know. Listen, I really don't go through here, you know, and give shout out 50% of the lives, bro. So Rick Glaser say the LDBC is BS with their claims, but then you see Bill Haney with a t-shirt says the LDBC over everything. I mean, what's going on out there? Look, if someone wants to wear that acronym, they can wear it. They can wear it. They just have to understand if certain people out here represent one thing about what gets people upset, right? I always make reference to anything in life. Like one thing they always told us, especially when I was a junior Marine, they always say you're a Marine 24/7. So that means you fuck up on you wear the uniform on base. When you get up, when you get out of it and dress up in civilian clothes and go out, you still represent the Marines. I don't get that from here because you have people that just acting like complete fools and not even caring what organization they represent. And not only that, you have certain individuals that have acted so bad on YouTube that it'll affect us from being approved with media. with the big promotion. It affects us. Real talk. I was told that from inside. Inside, real talk. It affects them approving certain medias that's associated with certain individuals. And they will sometimes group blacks together, if you're media, as if they're all linked together. And that's not true. I had to tell them that, man. I had to tell them that's not true. That's wrong for y'all to do that. One thing I've stayed away from was grouping everyone that's associated in that organization together, because some of them were cool. Some of them are cool. But I don't communicate with them like that. They ain't did nothing for me. They ain't did nothing to me. But the ones who, like you just witnessed, who I went at hard, I wasn't going at them because of the LDBC. I was going at them because of who they are, how fucked up they are as individuals. Hey, big shout out to New Media Today, USA Boxing with the $5 super chat. It's all good, fam. I support your channel, my brother. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Real talk. Real talk, man. Hey, thanks for not using your wits, man, and just going insane about that shit, man. And telling people, hey, I was over there, they timed me out. If y'all fucking with WCS, unsubscribe. I appreciate you for being a mature individual, man. Real talk. We got too many people to get mad over simple stuff, and they think they really running the organization like they got stock in it. You have no stock in this YTC over here. You have nothing but a channel that can be taken down by somebody that you don't even know. And then for you to carry on rant and rave and disrespect, I don't know how many people over a period of time. Now all of a sudden you getting too much heat and you want to go tell people, oh, I'm gonna get my attorneys. Okay, I'm gonna get my attorneys now. Now it's legal. Oh, they're gonna pay dearly. I'm like, make me. Go right ahead and make me. You brought this upon yourself, bro. You don't even know a lot of people that you think that's cool with you, and that they up there hitting me up behind the scenes and telling me appreciate it. Disrespectful, but appreciate the super chat, coach. Captain Chaos with the $5 super chat. Mad Dog in the building. Mad Dog, I say. Mad Dog. Mad Dog on deck. My apologies to Coach Malachi. Thank you for being a true warrior, boss moves, and you got yourself another soldier. Hey, I'm telling you, that's a wild dog right there, man. Be careful, dog. That's Mad Dog right there. No, not Mad Dog. Mad Max. That's Mad Max, dog. Captain Chaos, man. That's the road dog, man. I'm telling you. Captain Chaos, a road dog in this camp, man. Blunts and Boxers say, that's all you got to say when they talk about your viewers, OG. Tell them YouTube playing with that shit. That's all you got to say when they talk about your viewers, OG. Tell them YouTube playing with the shit. Man, see, man, I'm telling you, man, Blunts and Boxing, man, I'm telling you, man, you're a smart individual, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got some, your thought process, man. You've been around. Whatever you did in your short period of life, you obviously been some places that taught you, you know, some very conducive information. Like, yeah, I can play that word game and you know, be clever with it. Man, YouTube always fucking with my views. I know goddamn, man, I know damn well I should be sitting at about 200. I'm sitting at 10. God damn. Ain't that what they say? It went for the baker's dozen to 10, didn't it? It went from the baker's dozen to 10 people. No, you good. You good, Chaos. Coach cool. You know what I'm saying? Coach a grown ass man. He good. He good, bro. But peep this out though. This is what I'm trying to figure out, right? Let's do the math, because I've heard math get all fucked up when you have a phone there and a calculator. This is what I'm trying to figure out. Real talk. I know it's difficult, but salute to the brothers, new media, Coach Malachi and Captain Chaos for the $5 super chat, brothers. Appreciate you. One love. This is what I'm trying to figure out, right? Let's do it in a civilian pop, right? Let's just say you've been on YouTube. You've been at work for 8 years, and the comparison is YouTube for 8 years. Because I don't want to do the military. I don't want to do the military because it's too common, and I don't have to compare everything to the military, right? But let's say you've been working for 8 years, and within that job, you expect to get some type of what? Promotion. With promotion comes what? Pay raises, right? So you're in there working, you're putting away, you're building up tenure, and you're hoping to build yourself up to a point where you can actually retire. But I'm talking about the lucky number 8. Let's just go lucky number. Within that 8 years, you're hoping to get promotions along with pay raises. All right. So when I hear people on YouTube talking about they've been doing this forever and a day, 8 years, they said 10 years, but I'm going 8 years, right? You've been doing this shit forever and a day, and you're talking about how many people tuned in to you. How I look at it and assess it is, if I'm on live for several hours, if I'm working for eight years, if I'm working tirelessly, I'm expecting to get paid for my labor, right? I'm expecting to get paid for my labor because I have a certain position and I'm getting paid a certain amount of wages, right? I'm expecting to collect that revenue. But on YouTube, it's different. YouTube, you can be on here working, and people will only give you like 2 or 3 super chats, 4 super chats. Does it add up to what you believe you would be making if you was on the outside? Let's just say you're working and putting in all those hours, right? You're going to get paid for that labor. But when you bring it back to YouTube, logically, are you getting paid per the hour? Because everything is based off simulated numbers when we're out here working in an occupation, right? So therefore, if only for leisure, I'm trying to put y'all in the mind frame of these individuals on YouTube. They believe this is absolutely something that is legitimized, that's going to bring them generational wealth, and somehow, some way, they'll put away enough money to retire off YouTube. When somebody says they've been doing this shit for 8 to 10 fucking years, and you're talking about you're on a live for this amount of hours, but yet you cannot produce super chats to basically provide analytics for what the hours that you put in. All right. Let's just say you was on for 7 hours, and you got to basically go through the entire chat and see the amount of super chats. You don't just calculate the amount of super chats as far as the money. You have to add it all up and subtract. You have to subtract what YouTube is going to take off the top, and you have to factor in the taxes that's going to be reduced, and then you have to take the remaining balance and ask yourself, should I still be talking about WCS and how many people we have in the chat? Because I barely made any revenue off the amount of time I spend on live. So those of you that's out there continue to talk like you absolutely haven't went through basic education, just because you have 200 people viewing you and they're not dropping super chats per the 250. If you then receive 250 super chats per hour, what are you sitting up here ranting and raving about like you're doing something special? You just happy for people to watch you? Are you on that type of time? You like watchers? You like people to just peek through the window? Ooh, look what he's doing in that room. Oh, man, I finally found him. Wow. Yeah, it's really dark in there. Wow. Is that what we doing? Are you truly getting paid per hour? And then you factor in and divide that from the subscribers that you're braggadocious about. Are they submitting super chats? I want to send this message to those subscribers that's out there. If you are tuned into these channels and they're on for several hours at a time, what I want you to do to help them out, to make them feel good, I want you every hour, all 250 of you, to submit a super chat every hour so that they can believe that they're working and being compensated for their labor. If not, they have to come back over here and say, you know what, WCS, I understand why you're not on this bitch every single day, 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8, 9, 10 lives a day, because this is not my occupation. You feel me? And then furthermore, let's factor in this. Let's factor in something that's very, very important. Y'all listening? If you begin working at a job and you know you're making a certain type of salary for starters, and you're basically saying, as long as I continue to work and put in a tenure, I'm going to start making more money, right? So when it comes to the YouTube shit, over the years, you expect what? Progress. You expect what? Change. You expect people to say, oh man, so-and-so changing. All right, they got this, this, and this. If you've been doing this shit for 10 years, 12 years, and you don't average, and let's say you have 100,000 subscribers, but yet you've been doing this shit, you're bragging that you've been doing this shit for 10 to 15 years, and you have all these subscribers, why can you not average at least 5%, 6% of your subscribers that is depicted on your page? If you have thousands of subscribers, even me, if I have 9,000 subscribers, shouldn't I average out 1,000 viewers? Shouldn't someone that has 1,000 subscribers, shouldn't they average out something like at least 500 to 600 every time they go live? So since we understand that doesn't happen, what we should do next? We should stop talking about it. We should stop talking about it. It makes no sense. It's fictitious. It's not even true. If you're going to sit up here and tell me you're boasting about having 50,000 subscribers, 60,000, but you can't break 1,000 viewers every time that you do a live stream, you are the biggest clown, bro. Why am I sitting up here trying to help y'all with y'all analytics? You're busy worrying about how many people tune in to me, but I'm telling you straight up, do the math. If you're worrying about viewership and you have 1,000 plus subs and you are averaging only a quarter, but you believe it's 200 some people that you paid for watching you, those 250 are not submitting super chats so that they can contribute to your wealth, so they can contribute to you as a whole. You know it to be true. You think I don't know the system with y'all channels on how y'all are paying for viewers and subscribers? That's why if you pay attention to these people channels, you can see a rhythm. You can see a rhythm, a regularity. Real talk. The Haney fan club talking about Haney shouldn't fight Loma out of spite. I don't think that's the right move, but it's up to the champ. Look, anybody's listening to these channels that's acting like they're really having a part or a role in Team Haney's decision-making process should slap themselves too, because Bill them is going to do what was beneficial to Bill. He's been able to do that himself. Those other LDBC, they're not contributing to that. Bill provides support for them. All right, cool. But they're not making any decisions on who they're going to fight next. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's no way for Haney to get out of this contract with Kambosos. That's ironclad. That is sealed, signed. They have to go back over there and fight in Australia. It's no way, no how it's going to change. Nothing. He has to go back over there and do it again. Period. Period, man. It's like Iron Will digging in the couches for loose change. Man, that dude. Can't believe he was a Marine at one point in time. He's a shitbag, dog. Dundada, you knew that. Stop playing. Stop playing. You knew that, bro. Like they say, it's not about the quantity, but rather the quality. I sub to plenty of channels that get less than 50 live viewers, but their content is miles better than ones that get 500. The only way I can explain it or elucidate to the listeners is just simply by breaking it down as basic as possible. Come on, man, just think about it. Anybody can subscribe to your channel just off a action, right? Just off a simple action that take less than a second. It takes less than a second. You click, boom, you subscribe. That's it. It takes less than a second. Now, how many people do you know have watched the video that they hit sub? They say, okay, let me watch that again. And then they basically reciprocated that throughout YouTube and subscribe to channel after channel after channel. So you pick up subscribers. But we cannot ignore the fact that if you go on any type of search engine and put in an inquiry for YouTube, YouTube viewers, subscribers, and you can come up with it. They can give you a price plan. They can give you a plan that you can purchase, all that. And they will basically tell you it's going to happen in this amount of time and all that. And this is going on a lot of channels, but I ain't hating. Do what you do. It just gets to a point where I have to explain to the people who keeps on mentioning my channel that I don't live to make a living off YouTube. But I will help you understand that if you are being braggadocious about 200 plus people watching you for 7 hours and it doesn't fluctuate up in the 1,000 range, it doesn't level out with 1,000 viewers now. 1,000 viewers that's in attendance. I'm talking about like Young Pharaoh. I remember I was watching Young Pharaoh. He dibbled and dabbled in boxing for a little bit. I remember watching Pharaoh, and that dude had like 5, 6, 7,000 viewers on different videos. I'm talking about viewers. He had thousands tuned in to him. Thousands, bro. He had thousands of viewers, man. I'm not seeing these boxing channels have thousands of people tuned in, but yet they brag about a couple of measly 100 people that's tuned in them. And then just say you have the one that has 500 people that's tuned in. So you have a lot of people that support you, and you get super chats, and you're still not happy, and you're still being grumpy and arguing. Refresh the super chat. See, YouTube, goddamn, fucking with me. YouTube, fucking with me again. Goddamn it. Refresh the super chat. Refresh the super chat. My God. Drop $1 in the super chat. $1 in the super chat. $1 in the super chat. Come on, refresh the super chat. You come in the house, clean your elbows, and brush your eyes. Okay? Brush your eyebrows. I don't want no dirt on your eyebrows. Okay? And put some goddamn lotion on your elbows. All right? We do shit different over here. God damn. If you got all these people, why browbeat them? Come on, people. I got 400 likes. I got 600 people in the building. Now, I don't have to sit up here and go into detail, but I'm pissed. God damn it, I'm pissed, and I'm about to goddamn take it out somebody. If you don't get these likes up from 400 to 600 to equal the amount of people that's in the building, heads are gonna fucking roll. You understand me? Heads are going to roll. Get the likes up now, goddammit. I'm gonna start stomping through this mother right now. I ain't never heard no bullshit in my life, bro. Man, y'all be easy with that. Seriously. Y'all be easy. Don't believe hype, bro. Real talk. Don't believe hype. These dudes bragging about them a couple of hundred measly, numbers in there, and you don't even know the people. I can see if you had accountability in the roster of everybody. But this shit is gonna change, man. I need for those individuals to go through a recovery, an intervention with themselves. Stop thinking that people base their lives off YouTube. It's no seniority on YouTube, bro. It doesn't matter who's watching, unless you this over the top popular, you're gonna have millions. Like, you're gonna have millions, man. Look, I've tuned in to Ryan Garcia's live, right? On IG, he has like over 8 million followers, right? But he would go live. Ryan Garcia will go live, and he wouldn't even break 800 sometime. He wouldn't even break 800 viewers. So what does that say about the YouTube shit? If Ryan Garcia and some other people I've seen go live, they barely even break 300. You have to be extremely global. When you go live, you have like 10,000 people tuned in to you. You have to be very special. Like Jay-Z, Beyonce jump on IG, the shit's going berserk. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be on there going berserk too. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna chill. I ain't fucking with Jay-Z, dog. I believe the beehive of Beyonce is real, dog. The beehive will come for your ass, bro. I'm leaving that alone. Fuck that. But man, y'all continue to do better with this YouTube shit, because some people believe that people really need confirmation to legitimize who they are as a human being in life. Like, they want to say, hey man, my YouTube channel is what. No, man, your YouTube channel is a privilege. Social media isn't a right. YouTube is a privilege. So with that privilege, you can build it however you see fit. But like I had to check the clown. He busy want to talk about how many subscribers I got, but he don't tell y'all that his channel was taken down. And he's in the process of rebuilding, whether it's organic or he's reaching in his pocket and purchasing subscribers. But look, mark my word, you're going to see a fluctuation in subscribers over there, because they have to prove to the people that their channel is growing. All right. Remember, I told you that they have to prove to the people that their channel is growing. So it's going to be a fluctuation of subscribers. And plus, with that said, he's going to say, oh, I see the numbers are rising up and everything. So I want y'all to join the channel. I want y'all to join my Patreon. You know what I'm saying? So you can check out my paperwork, and I'm innocent. So, any way possible, these individuals can get you to take advantage of you, to say, oh, I'm going to use WCS energy. I'm going to use it to my benefit. I'm going to go out there and tell people to join my Patreon so they can see my paperwork. You don't have to go see his paperwork on Patreon. All you got to do is just log in and go to the search engine. That's all. It's that simple, right, Boston? It's that simple, bro. You can see his paperwork over there. It'll be the same people in all these channels. Yes, sir, man. Look, I was all quiet, man. And then y'all sat here and just started some shit up again, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all being antagonists, bro. Perfect example is Greg Towns' punchback skunk. Look at the content he makes. Duran Witherspoon, Iran Barkley, Mitch Green, etc. Excellent content. Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to Punchback Skunk, man, over there giving the legends that lens time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Punchback Skunk, man. slick with the name. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to commend the listeners over here, to all 10 of y'all, man. All 10 of y'all that's over here, that's legitimate WCS supporters. I want to commend y'all. But also I want to make y'all aware that this too shall blow over. But I just want to make y'all I just want to help y'all understand that, you don't have to believe that you have to fit in this shit to feel some type of way. Because when the live ends, I mean, you're still going to feel empty if you are dependent on the company of those. Like, granted, there's other channels that's going to go live all the time, daily. You know what I'm saying? Once one live shut down, there's another channel you can jump on. There's another one, there's another one. But for the channels that's out here attempting to wrangle grown ass adults and give them orders, you should really think twice, 3 times, 4 times. Is this how you operate in real life? Are you grown or are you not? Are you a juvenile or are you an adult? If you aren't a juvenile, you shouldn't allow people to treat you as such. You shouldn't allow them to speak to you any kind of way and give ultimatums, or they're going to take your wrench and tell you what the fuck to do with your time. And look, and these are the same individuals you have probably donated to, but yet they're trying to tell you, the consumer, you are not only just a subscriber, you are a consumer too. Because if you produce super chats to these individuals, you are supporting their channel. You are supporting their wealth. How are they going to tell you where to go, and then all of a sudden they appear deleting subscribers and blocking them from the channel? Who's smart, you or them? That's all I'm saying. Don't be fooled, man. Don't sit up here and act like, oh man, I'm standing 10 toes down and I'm a part of an elite cult. You are the consumer, the listeners. You subscribers, you choose to tune in. And then also, if you choose to donate, you are the consumer also. You're providing voluntary monetary support. You're volunteering to give super chats. So how can somebody reprimand you for volunteering your hard-earned money just because you're on somebody else's chat? I'm telling you, that shit is active as we speaking right now. It's shit that's been going on with people getting reprimanded. Man, I saw you over there, man. I'm telling you, fuck that. Look, I haven't seen a certain individual on my chat no more after seeing him over there. I don't know what to say. He must have got put on punishment. But this shit has to I don't want to say stop. It just needs to be more awareness brought to people to help them with themselves. Like, man, know who you are, god damn it. Know who you are. Don't say I'm going too far. Don't say that I'm saying too much. Don't sit up here and say, oh, that I keep going. No. I haven't even scratched the surface yet. Because I've watched certain individuals let their ego run rampant through YouTube, talk shit about people, dog out their channel, say they ain't did shit, say the channel ain't shit. They have all the viewers and the subscribers, but still they ain't happy. And they're talking about the small channels. You know what I'm saying? When these same niggas was telling me my boy Showtime wasn't solid, but they ain't never hung out. They ain't never put no work in with this dude. They don't know how talented he is. They don't know what he's been able to contribute to the sport of boxing, to his team. You know what I'm saying? With Jihad Tucker, they don't know none of that. But they're going to try to get with me and say, hey, man, your boy ain't solid, man. Stop fucking with him, dog. Your boy ain't solid. And he's solid, man. So you have to make a decision. People tell you to stop fucking with somebody. You got to make a decision as a grown person. Say, am I going to listen to what the fuck they talking about or not? Hey, man, y'all hold it down, man. I got shit to do. Appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with WCS, man. All 10 of y'all. 10 motherfucking toes down, man. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. I'm out.